What's up, everyone? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and here's something that blows my mind. When you look at Nintendo and how they handle the virtual console or just their downloadable eShop titles as well. Well, no, it's not the eShop titles, it is rather just the virtual console. Both across the Wii, the Wii U, and the 3DS, and I suppose we'll put in the new 3DS as well, since Super Nintendo games only work on the new 3DS. So, there's a couple of things I want to talk about in this one, with the looming of the NX and the whole possibility of it being an actual home console and a hybrid handheld console at the same time. It brings up a couple of things that are important in my mind. So, we all know a little while back that Nintendo kind of launched a new account system, and that new account system is the Nintendo. Sorry, your I think it's my Nintendo account. I think it's called, but that combined your Nintendo Network ID and everything that was associated with that into your actual new Nintendo account, which could be used on the website and hopefully is going to be. Now this part is crucial. I know I've said it 3 times now, but that's how absolutely important this part is. That it's all a proper unified platform for the next generation of Nintendo hardware. For the simple reason is, well, there's a couple of reasons, but one, I'm sure that if you remember back when the Wii was fading out and the Wii U had just come out, trying to get the fact that you couldn't properly play your Wii Virtual Console games on your Wii U without having to go into Wii mode was a bit of a pain in the hole. It was a bit of a pain in the arse. And on top of that, to even get that far, you actually had to transfer the account across using a stupid, convoluted transfer method for the entire process. With the whole download the app on your Wii, download the app on your Wii U, prepare the SD card on one system and then put it into the other, boot the thing up, follow the process, put it back into the other, and then go from there. Now, the reason why that's convoluted enough as it is. Look at every other platform. You look at Sony, you look at Microsoft, it's just a login on, enter your username, email, password, boom, you log in on a different platform. You have access to all your stuff. I'll get to that now in a second because that's another issue that we have to talk about. But the fact is, I know me personally, I didn't get a Wii U when it first came out. I bought it about a month after. But I know personally, when I went to transfer my Wii account to my Wii U and link it with my Nintendo Network ID, the actual latest version of the app on the Wii and the latest version of the app on the Wii U, I had both of which plugged in at the same time, and I downloaded both of them literally at the same time. They were both incompatible versions. It wouldn't work. When I finished the process on the Wii and put it into the Wii U, it told me that the software backup or data account transfer, whatever it was called, that was created on the app on the Wii was incompatible with the exact app version on the Wii U. So I was stuck. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't transfer anything across. So I called Nintendo anyway. They said they were aware of the issue and that it should be resolved. I called them. I don't remember what day it was specifically, but I called them that morning. I had the issue on, let's just say I had the issue on a Monday night. I called them on the Tuesday morning. They said, yeah, we're aware of the issue and it will be fixed on Wednesday at 4 p.m., which is when the store updated. So it basically was, they knew of it. Now, fair enough, they were pretty quick with it. But the whole issue with that, and not only is that there was a problem there in the first place, and an extremely convoluted system that just didn't need to exist in the first place because of the whole SD cards and downloading apps on 2 separate things and transferring them back and forth across. It's so unnecessary. And like I said a minute ago, when you've got your competitor consoles, you've got your PS3 and PS4, you just put in your email and password and maybe your account name. I can't remember, I haven't done it in forever. With the Microsoft and the Xbox, you do the same thing. It gives you access to all your stuff on that account that you've ever done with. All the games you've purchased digitally, all your DLC that you've obviously purchased digitally, your gamer score in the case of, say, what do they call it? Cloud saves. So you've got you've got the whole thing there. And that brings me to another thing, is Nintendo need to do a proper unified account. They're possibly on the way towards it, but the big thing that annoys everyone, especially me, but it just annoys everyone. There's no way Nintendo fanboys can possibly defend on this one. So first off, the fact that it was so many different account systems, that because of all that, your Wii and your Wii U Nintendo account were not the same thing, and they couldn't just be logged in and downloaded all your stuff again that way. That's a bit of an issue as it is. The fact that those games, the Wii Virtual Console games, had to be run in Wii mode instead of Wii U mode was a bit of an issue. And now, here, that's another one that I'm going to bring up now in a minute. But the big thing is, even if you owned a game on a platform, on the Virtual Console, on the Wii, or, just for argument's sake, we'll put this in as well, on the Wii U, you own, let's just say, Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo Virtual Console on the Wii U. You still have to re-buy that on your 3DS or your new 3DS, or, the Super Nintendo game would only be on the new 3DS, but you'd still have to re-buy it on there despite probably using the account system, the same account on the same system. It's ridiculous. Now, I know it's Nintendo. They've got a good way to be kind of money hungry in that sense, but come on, let's be real, people. If they have one proper unified account system, things like that should be cross-buy. That's a big thing that Sony got right. Now, we all know the Vita is in some big trouble. The Vita's been in big trouble since before it launched. But the fact is that when Sony came out with the crossplay, it did a little bit to help. They started bundling codes for the Vita version in retail boxes for the PS3 or PS4 version. Or, you digitally buy one of them and you get the other. So that's that's something that needs to happen for the Nintendo, just the Nintendo account system and the Nintendo family. I know I have a bunch of games on the Wii U I have a bunch of games on the Wii that I will have to rebuy on the Wii U instead of them just working on the Wii U to add like 2 new features. That they actually have to be rebought. I know you get them with a big discount and all as well, but the fact is, you have to rebuy them on the same account, on the same actual system, because they're both on the Wii U at this point. Because obviously you just go into your Virtual Console, your Wii mode, and go into your Virtual Console, and it's there. So you'd have to rebuy them that way. It's just a complete shit show. Nintendo needs a proper account system that's a proper, true, unified, multi-platform system, so that things like the Wii, the Wii U Virtual Console, the Wii Virtual Console, the Wii U Virtual Console, and the 3DS and new 3DS Virtual Consoles are all one shared unified account system. Now, maybe going forward, when the NX comes out, hopefully that's all the same way, because that way you have your Virtual Console, you have your account with all this stuff already tied in on it. Why should you have to buy the same game 4 different times on 4 different Nintendo platforms? It's not like you're buying one on an Xbox and one on a PlayStation and one on a Nintendo product. You're buying all 4 of them on Nintendo products, all using the same account. That's a bit fucking ridiculous. It should just be one purchase, transfers across for both. And the main reason I bring up this whole thing, really, is that Nintendo have mistreated the Virtual Console so poorly ever since its inception back on the Wii, which I'm actually making another video on after this, more in detail with that as it is, but I'm not going to touch on that too much. So the fact that they've mistreated it so much, and the fact that the NX could potentially be the hybrid home/portable console handheld at the same time, is that it's the perfect opportunity for it. You can take whatever Virtual Console game you want, sit down, play on the go, play on the bus, play on the bench, play wherever, or you can put it in, play it on the TV. So, all those games that you could have owned from these previous 4 systems should, in theory, properly work on here at no additional cost, because that's a bit fucking stupid. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you think about the whole clusterfuck that is Nintendo accounts over the last few years. I really hope they do sort it out. There's potential in what they're doing with the new one, with the whole My Nintendo account and the fact that it links your Nintendo Network ID to an actual overall account. Hopefully that transfers to the NX and will be utilized properly. Let me know all that anyway in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter, details in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the rest of the videos in my channel.